Hello again. Until 4 years ago, I was working at a further education college in Essex. Every September, before the term began, we had to attend training in things such as health and safety, equal opportunities, and so on. This was all very right and proper, of course. We also had to learn to spot the warning signs which would enable us to identify students at risk of becoming terrorists. Now, anybody who knows anything at all about terrorism in England, and I do because it's by way of being a specialist subject of mine about which I've written more than one book, will know that in the last 50 years there have been two waves of terrorist activity in this country. The first began in 1973 and involved Irish Republican terrorists who planted bombs and carried out assassinations. The second began about 20 years ago and has been conducted by Islamists. This campaign has caused almost 100 deaths. That's it. That's who terrorists have been in this country for the last half-century, either Irish or Muslim. The training we were given at the college, though, never concerned Muslims or Irishmen. It was always about white students who disapproved of immigration. These, we were asked to believe, were the ones most likely to start planting bombs if we didn't spot the warning signs soon enough and call in the relevant authorities. I left the college shortly before this channel really took off, which is a pity, because I would have liked to have shared some of this loopy stuff with viewers here. Now, by great good fortune, somebody has put one of those training films up on Twitter, and I give a link to it in the description to this video. It concerns a 17-year-old college student, a white boy with an interest in birdwatching and conservation. He lives with his parents and is described as being reserved and polite. Always warning signs, of course, in a white person that they are becoming radicalized by the far right. He leaves some leaflets in the bird hides of the nature reserve he visits, which criticize uncontrolled immigration and suggest that British identity and traditions are under threat from multiculturalism. So far, there's nothing sinister or illegal, but things swiftly spiral out of control. Not due to the polite and reserved young man's conduct, you understand, but rather due to the behaviour of the staff at the nature reserve. They use footage from CCTV cameras to identify the person who has left leaflets in the bird hide and then report the boy to the authorities. Police from a counter-terrorism unit are then sent to his home. Let's pause for a moment here and ask whose behaviour is actually disturbing. Is it the boy who has perfectly legal views on topics such as immigration and so on? Or is it the staff at a nature reserve who think that this might be a sign that the youth is a deranged terrorist who must be interviewed by the police? To me, this film illustrates perfectly a problem in society, but it's not the problem of far-right terrorism. It is the problem of a society which is so intrusive that even bird hides at a nature reserve are monitored by closed-circuit television. I've mentioned before that my local tube station, which is Debden on the Central Line, has no fewer than 40 CCTV cameras operating there on one small station. Why would you need CCTV cameras on a nature reserve? Why would counter-terrorism police need to visit the home of a boy who disagrees with government policy on immigration? These are for me the take-home messages from that training film. Others, of course, might have a completely different view and feel that it's perfectly normal to have CCTV cameras in a bird hide on a nature reserve, and that the natural reaction when you find somebody who disagrees with immigration should be to send the police round to that person's house. I cannot quite bring myself to agree with such a view. Anyway, click on the link I give in the description to this video and see what you make of it.